Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about the Brian Hoyer signing, and I'm going to tell you the real reason why they signed him. And I think this is very interesting for the Patriots quarter QB locker room. So we'll get started. And the Patriots signed earlier this week Brian Hoyer. He did sign last year with the Patriots as well, and he was an undrafted player that I think about 2009 or 2011, during one of those years is when he got drafted as an undrafted rookie. So I think enough with that, and we'll get to the real point. So they signed him, and I think the real reason why they wanted to sign him is because Mac Jones in minicamp, Bill Belichick liked him a lot. He liked him a lot. And they signed him, and they already have 3 QBs in the locker room: Jarrett Stidham, Cam Newton, and Mac Jones. I think we all know Mac Jones is the future, so nothing's gonna happen to him. But it gets interesting here with Cam and Jarrett Stidham. I think Bill Belichick, I feel like he thought one or the other. He was really impressed with, we all know that he was really impressed with what Mac Jones could do. And I think maybe he thought he was ready to start. I think, why did I sign Cam? So I think what might happen is that they're gonna battle through training camp, Cam Newton and Mac Jones, and then when Cam Newton plays, and when they both play against each other, not play against each other, but share the snaps, I think that's where, before the season, I think that's where they might cut Cam Newton, because they know he's ready to start, and they want Brian Hoyer to be that mentor in the back, because Cam Newton can't be that mentor because he doesn't want to be a guy holding a clipboard for a young guy. He'll definitely want to learn from Mac Jones, but he doesn't want to be the guy helping him out and just trying to win the job. And I think that's one thing that might have convinced Belichick, because Brian Hoyer, to be honest, I think he's pretty good backup. I think he could be the Ryan Fitzpatrick role to Tua last season, and I think he could come in and just help him out. I think just because their play style is very similar, Brian Hoyer and Mac Jones. They're pocket passers, and I think that could explain a lot about why he would want him instead of Cam in that quarterback locker room as the second string. I don't think Cam wants to be that type of guy. I think he'd rather get out of there, get released or traded, etc. And I think the other possible thing is that they release or trade Jarrett Stidham. I've heard rumors that the Texans have made calls for Jarrett Stidham, and I think that's also a destination, because the Texans are trying to be the new Patriots, so why not get someone from New England? And I think I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but they could possibly trade him away to a destination or release him, because Jarrett Stidham, I think I'll just explain why he might get released. So we know Cam Newton, I'm thinking he'll be the starter unless Mac Jones is literally destroying him in training camp. And I think Mac Jones and Cam Newton look like locks to me, from my perspective. The other thing, not so much Cam Newton's a lock, but I think I have that type of feeling that he will be the starter. And then you have Stidham and then Hoyer. The role for Hoyer is to mentor Mac Jones. So Stidham's the odd man out right there. Cam Newton's the starter, no doubt about that. Mac Jones will be the second string quarterback. Behind him, they could have Brian Hoyer, because they want to mentor him. And I don't think they're going to... Yes, you can have Jarrett Stidham as your fourth or third or whatever, but I don't think they're going to go in with four QBs. And I think they will go in with 3 QBs. There's no way I don't see them going into going with 4 QBs. I think they might potentially release him and move him to the practice squad, but I think there will be teams that are going to go sign him, and I think rather than that, they could trade him because they're going to get some value out of that. So I think I see a reason why they would trade or release Jared Stidham and keep Hoyer as your mentor, because we know, I think Stidham, I agree, he's shown the flashes, but I think you just drafted Mac Jones. I don't think this guy, he's not gonna be a top tier QB in this league. I don't even know about a starter. I think maybe he's certified as a backup, but I think teams will have interest in him just because he spent a year behind Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and a year behind Cam Newton. And I think his leadership off the field has been really good. And I remember last off season during COVID, he still had he worked with Julian Edelman before they signed Cam Newton. But I've heard this year that he held one with the new Patriots. I think it was like Hunter Henry and like the new free agents. And I think he's trying to help this team in whatever way he can. And I think but he's not as good as a mentor as Brian Hoyer. I've heard some people say Brian Hoyer sucks. I agree, he sucks, but he's been in the league for so long. And why would you rather have Jared Stidham? Jared Stidham, he doesn't throw. In my perspective, he misses some easy balls, and that gets intercepted. I think Brian Hoyer, I agree, he makes some stupid decisions, but I think he'd be a great mentor, especially for Mac Jones. And I think Bill Belichick doesn't care about any other QB but Mac Jones right now. He cares about Cam this year, but he doesn't care about any other QB. And I think Brian Hoyer, he's in the process to just mentor Mac Jones in the back. So, what do you guys think about the Brian Hoyer signing? I thought this was interesting. I just saw the biggest topic in the league. There's the Tim Tebow going on. I'll try to get in a video. I'll also be trying to make an NBA playoffs prediction soon, as soon as I can. And I'll also do. I'm planning to do my way too early 2021 NFL predictions. That'll be coming out soon too. So those are just some headlines. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.